This is Torian Hayes, and Torian is about to take part in the 2013 NBA Draft Combine. But before that, before he got the opportunity to compete against some of the best young talent coming into the NBA, his journey started off in middle school. It was a unique one at that. He was already standing at about 6'1", 6'2", the tallest player on his team. So coaches naturally put him down in the post. Had him doing most of the dirty work down low, getting buckets close to the basket, and down there cleaning up, getting rebounds. But it didn't take long for Torian to begin showing flashes of a player that could be much more than just a great rebounder and a player that could only get it done close to the hoop. He was showing he had the potential to be much more. Going into high school, Torian was playing for Prosper Tech. This was his first opportunity to play against some of the top high school talent in the world, especially in his area. Torian came out from day one looking ready. Everyone basically knew who this kid was at this point already. Like I said, he was already standing at 6'2" in middle school, so he was hard to notice, hard to miss. And coming out into those high school games as a freshman, he was looking ready, like he was built for that moment, and like he didn't need to play catch up at all. He was looking leaps and bounds ahead of everyone around him, making it look easy getting to the rack and just finishing over everybody. It wasn't much anyone could do to stop him once he got a full head of steam. It was bad enough for defenses that he was already just a naturally great finisher, but then he was lengthy at that too. Long body, long arms, and just a relentless finisher, not looking to be stopped by anybody. He looked at every drive to the rim as a challenge, and he didn't back down from challenges. But eventually, he began to show why coaches were having such a hard time finding somewhere to really place him on the floor. He started showing that he could really shoot that ball, starting to find that confidence and that jump shot. And it's like with every shot that went down, his confidence grew. And going into his junior year, he would be playing for Holy Innocents Episcopal School. See, it was hard for Torian to really find a system that he fit into really well, just because he was usually one of the taller players on the team. Most coaches naturally wanted to put him in the post. But you see, Torian, he was against that. He didn't want to be a post player. Obviously, it was nice for him to have post moves as a part of his bag, but he didn't want to be a power forward, and he definitely didn't want to be a center. See, his coaches had talked to him about potentially playing shooting guard, but that was way back in middle school going into high school, and that still hadn't really come to fruition yet. So going into his junior season, he decided to go to Montrose Christian, where coaches, they basically said the keys were his. So he ran with it, and boy, you could see the way his game was growing in leaps and bounds. Montrose Christian was really looking like they could be the school that helped Torian really flourish to his full potential. Torian continues to dominate throughout his entire junior season, not looking to be slowed down by anybody. And at this point, it's clear to scouts that this guy is wholeheartedly a 5-star, can go to any school in the country and he's only a junior. Man, this is only the beginning. The sky is truly the limit for him. And for his senior year, Torian decided to go for exposure, joining Vertical Academy. Not only would it be exposure, but he would be playing and training with some of the best basketball trainers and coaches in all the high school level. So this was an opportunity for him to really grow his game. He took every chance he could to expand his game. He didn't want to limit himself in any way. He wanted to be an all-around player. He wanted to be a generational prospect. And honestly, the way it was looking, if he just kept putting in the work, man, he would be his only enemy. The only person who could stop him, look like, would be him. And when it came time to make a decision for college, like I said, there were plenty of colleges on the table. Basically every college you can think of. Big name schools, small schools. But in the end, Torian would end up making a surprising decision by going to one of the smaller schools and attending Murray State. Now see, I know you guys may be thinking, why didn't he go to one of the bigger schools like a Kentucky or a Kansas or maybe even a Duke? But Murray State coach, well, he had a really good pitch for Torian and his family. And we're not even gonna get into financials because this is before NIL. So, but what coach told Torian was that this team was his, and from day one, that they would go as Torian went. That was all Torian needed to hear. Torian was down and ready to go to Murray State and see just how far he could take this team. By the end of the year, Torian was playing so well, he ended up winning Freshman of the Year, as well as winning Naismith Player of the Year. But also, in the NBA, LeBron had just won himself an MVP with the Miami Heat. And in this universe, it's 2013. It's looking like Miami might be trying to win the championship. This is basically prime Miami Heat era, when they got D-Wade, Bosh, and LeBron James. And not to mention they role players like Mike Miller, Mario Chalmers, Shane Battier. Yeah, if you know, you know. And when it came to the draft combine, Torian Hayes, well, I mean, he did his thing. You know, there wasn't much that he could do to fall, but I mean, he could definitely raise his draft stock. And the way he was looking to be a potential solid shooter from behind the arc, he might just be doing that. Every drill, Torian went his hardest in, locked in and focused, trying to show the scouts, I mean, just how great of a player he could be and just how competitive he was. Scouts really paid attention to those type of things. They wanted to see, you know, how you compete, not just against another player in front of you, but how you compete against yourself, how you compete mentally. And when it came to the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers ended up choosing Victor Oladipo, #1 overall. out of Indiana. And with the second overall pick, the Phoenix Suns ended up choosing Anthony Bennett out of UNLV. And I mean, he had a good season and all, but he wasn't a Torian. And with the third overall pick, the Golden State Warriors would select Torian Hayes, standing 6'11", out of Murray State. And there you have it. You see the top 10 right there. Feel me? You see Nerlens Noel went to the Raptors. Cody Zeller went to the Rockets. Otto Porter Jr. went to the Cavs. Michael Carter Williams went to the Magic. Giannis went to the Bucks. George Niang went to the Nuggets. CJ McCollum went to the Celtics. So that's the top 10 for this 2013 draft, man. Oh, that's not George Niang. That's Gorgie Niang. My fault. Or Gorgie Dang. My fault. But yeah, man, my guy gets to join the team with Draymond, Klay Thompson, and you know what? It's young Steph Wardell Curry, man. So that's cool. He gonna definitely be coming off the bench, but he get to learn from some pretty, you know, eventual legends. You know what I'm saying? In reality, we gonna see if they gonna be able to do that same thing. Maybe win a couple championships in this universe as well. So that's cool. We gonna see how it goes down. It's gonna be cool to see him go alongside Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Sniper. You feel me? Also, you gotta think they got guys like Monte Ellis on the team still. Another great guy for him to learn from. Goodness gracious, I couldn't talk. And then obviously, who better to learn from than, you know, the greatest shooter of all time? You feel me? So it's no question. You know, Torian gonna have to have a little bit of a shot. You feel me? He learning from the greatest shooter of all time. So this definitely gonna be a movie, and I'm definitely excited to see how this career plays out, man. As soon as Torian hit the floor, man, it was all gas, no brakes. From the very first time he got a chance to show what he could do on the floor, he was showing that he had a high IQ for the game, finding his teammates, and taking advantage when he had his own opportunities. Torian was honestly looking pretty poised. I mean, granted, some people expected this with him being, you know, such a high lotto pick, but it's not every draft prospect that comes into the league already looking ready from day one. And Torian was looking ready. By the end of the season, Derrick Rose had been named MVP of the 2014 NBA season, while Torian had won Rookie of the Year. My guy was averaging 18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block per game. Tony Douglas will end up winning Sixth Man of the Year, while Paul George will end up winning Defensive Player of the Year, with averaging 2 steals, 1 block a game. And Jimmy Fredette will end up winning Most Improved. Unfortunately, the Warriors didn't end up making it to the playoffs. And by the time it was all said and done, Derrick Rose led the Bulls to the final and will be named the Finals MVP. After the season, Torian didn't take any time to waste at all. Shoot, it was almost like the next day, he was right back in that gym, working on his game, crafting it, seeing how he could get better to improve for next season. He didn't want to miss out on the playoffs. That was not something he wanted to feel again. Shoot, I don't think anybody from this Warriors team wanted to feel that type of pain again. They were all young and they were all hungry, ready to try and show the league that they could potentially build their own dynasty over in Golden State. Only time will tell. So y'all gotta stay tapped in, tuned in. Till next time.